Well, hey there, folks. It's been a while since I last uploaded. I just got back from vacation and I found a need immediately when I came back for 3D printing. Basically, my son had got this little surfboard thing we had his name on and painted it. It was awesome, but we needed a way to display it. By default, it only had these little hooks in the back. And I didn't want to put any more holes in my wall, so I made a little stand for it to go on his dresser. And here's the process that we went through with that. To start off, I had to measure it to see how big it was, to see if it would fit on my printers and all of that. I determined about 6 inches long and about 3 inches high was going to be more than enough to get this thing set and ready to go as far as the stand goes. And then the thickness wise, it's about a quarter, maybe a little less than a quarter of an inch. It's not real thick, but it needs to be taken care of. So the idea here was that we're going to have two little stands, get little hookies, and then we'll put the surfboard thing on top of that and have it lean back at a slight angle so you can see it easily and that it fits in there really nicely. This is what I came up with, this very technical drawing. You see the surfboard, that's a section view of it, and then the stand there. I didn't want to make it super rectangular either, so I put some curves on it just to make it look a little more visually interesting. Now, the CAD process on this is super easy. I used Onshape, went through, put in my measurements, drew it out, and then just cut the curves in. Not a big deal. You're seeing all that now. You can see it's not all that special. And for the print, I started off really nicely, and I had a failed print right away. Well, I should say within the first about 40 minutes of printing, it failed. It's about an hour and 20-minute print, and that's because I didn't put a brim on around the outside. Basically, when you're printing, especially I had two little posts that were growing together like that, as the bed's sliding back and forth on my A1 Mini, it produces a lot of stress, and especially as it's going as quick as it can sometimes want to become separated from there as it's flying around back and forth. And that's what happened here. So I went through and reprinted it, this time adding a brim, which basically adds a little layer around the main foot so that you can go in and make sure that it has really good bed adhesion. The second one printed no problem. There's a few little droopies down towards the very top where the bridge meets, but beyond that, it looks really good and I'm really happy with it. So that's kind of where we're at here. And again, I love 3D printing because you can solve almost any problem with it that requires a kind of custom solution or one that you don't need something super complicated for, but you could be complicated for. And this is one of the things that I just found really useful with 3D printing. I'm going to be sharing a lot more over the course of the summer here as I'm a teacher, I'm on break. So I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things I want to follow through with. So if you just stay with me, I'm going to be uploading a whole lot more regularly here as we go forward. But thanks for joining me. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.